ma'am. Good day, everyone. We're the group 4. Today, we're gonna discuss the special issues in science, technology, and society, the nano world. This module entitled Special Issues in Science, Technology, and Society is about the nano world. In the pursuit of science and technology, humans are now dealing more and more with a world not seen by the naked eye. This is no surprise as the study of science keeps leading off beyond world of everyday. The information we research for is always available in nature, but we need tools to harvest it. Scientific researchers have developed new technological tools that greatly improve different aspects of our lives. Nanotechnology is the science and engineering of manipulating materials in the nanoscale, 1 to 100 nanometers, where unique physical and chemical properties emerge. It is used to develop advanced materials and devices in fields like medicine, electronics, energy, and environmental science. Ito yung pag-develop ng mga advanced materials at devices, tulad na lamang ng mga makinarya na ginagamit natin sa araw-araw, at ang pag-emerge ng mga new technologies. The nanoscale refers to structures and dimensions between 1 and 100 nanometers, where 1 nanometers 1 billion of a meter. At this scale, materials can exhibit unusual and enhanced properties, such as increased strength, chemical reactivity, or conductivity compared to their larger scale forms. Tulad nga nung sinabi ko nung una, ito yung mga materials na mga makinarya na ginagamit natin sa araw-araw. Nakakatulong ito sa atin sa araw-araw sa ating mga gawain o trabaho at pag-enhance ng properties sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga ito.
Nano. It refers to a unit meaning 1 billion or 10 raised to a negative 9. Ito ay isang bahagi ng 1 bilyon. Isipin mo na lang na parang hinati mo ang 1 piso sa 1 bilyon na piraso. It expresses a very tiny amount or size. Ito ay isang napakaliit na sukat. Nanotechnology. It refers to a manipulation of matter on an atomic or subatomic scale. Tumutukoy ito sa pagmamanipula ng material sa antas ng atomic o subatomic. The innovation were including microprocessor at strain-resistant fabric. Kasama sa mga inobasyon nito ang microprocessor at mga tela. It also a field of science that resolve a problem in health, environment, and security. Ito ay isa sa larangan ng science na lumutas sa problema ng kalusugan, environment, at seguridad. It may become pervasive to develop new material with specific properties. Dahil sa nanotechnology, nakagawa tayo ng mga bagay na may kakaibang kakayahan. Introduce new efficiencies and paradigm. Nagpakilala ito ng mga bagong paraan at mas magandang teknolohiya.
To observe nanomaterials, researchers employ advanced microscopy and imaging techniques that can resolve structures at the nanometer scale. Materials on how to view nanomaterials. Number 1. Electron microscope. Utilize a beacon of electrons to light up a specimen and develop a well-magnified image by Ernest Rosca and Max Knoll. Number 2. Atomic force microscope by Gerd Binig, Calvin Coet, and Christoph Gerber. It makes use of a mechanical probe that gathers information from the surface of a material. Number 3. Scanning tunneling microscope used to view and manipulate nanoscale particles, atoms, and small molecules by Gerd Binet and Heinrich Raucher. Nano-manufacturing. It refers to scale-up, reliable, and cost-effective manufacturing of nanoscales, materials, structures, device, and system. It involves research, improvement, and incorporation of processes for construction of materials. It leads to the development of new products and improved materials. Ang proseso ng paggawa ng mga materyales, struktura at device sa nanoscale karaniwang nasa pagitan ng 1 at 100 nanometer gamit ang mga diskarteng nagmamanipula ng mga atom at molecules. Ito ay kinabibilangan ng parehong top-down at bottom-up approach na may layunin lumikha ng mga bagong materyales at produkto na may mga natatanging katangian at aplikasyon. Here the application include of nano-manufacturing, nanoelectronics, nanomedicine, advanced materials, and energy. Fundamental approaches to nano-manufacturing. Number 1, bottom-up fabrication. It manufactures products by building them up from atomic and molecular scale components. It can be time consuming. Number 2, top-down fabrication. It trims down large pieces of materials into nanoscale. This process needs larger amounts of materials and discards excess raw materials.
Dip pen lithography, isang non-fabrication technique na hango sa traditional na dip pen writing. Number 2, self-assembly, ang proseso kung saan inaayos ng mga individual na bahagi ang kanilang mga sarili sa mas malaki, nakaayos na mga structure na walang panlabas na patnubay. Number 3, chemical vapor deposition, isang paraan na ginagamit upang pahiran ang isang ibabaw na may napakanipis na solidong layer sa pamamagitan ng pagtugon sa mga chemical na gas sa ibabaw mismo nito. Number 3, nano-imprint lithography ay isang nanofabrication technique kung saan ang isang mold na may mga pattern ng nanoscale ay pinindot sa isang malambot na material upang physical na itatak ang isang pattern dito. Molecular beam epitaxy, isang pamamaraan para sa paglaki ng napakanipis, sobrang dalisay, lubos na kinokontrol ng mga layer ng kristal, isang atomic layer sa isang pagkakataon. And roll-to-roll processing ay isang tuloy-tuloy na pamamaraan sa pagmamanufacture kung saan gumagalaw ang isang flexible na material tulad ng plastic film, material, metal, foil, and paper. Atomic layer epitaxy, isang pamamaraan upang palaguin ang mga materialis ng isang atomic layer sa isang pagkakataon sa pamamagitan ng tiyak na kinokontrol ng mga reaksyon ng chemical.
U.S. National Nanotechnology Initiative, the primary U.S. government body coordinating nanotechnology research and development. European Communication, the executive branch of the European Union, responsible for proposing and implementing legislation including funding for nanotechnology research within EU. Japan, government funding programs for nanotechnology research and development. Taiwan, government funding dedicated to nanotechnology research and in application. India, government funding in initiative promoting nanotechnology research and development in India. China, larger scale investment in nanotechnology research and development funding reflecting national strategic priorities. Israel, government support for nanotechnology research, often emphasizing innovation and commercialization. Australia, government funding allocated to nanotechnology research and transition into practical application. Canada, government programs support nanotechnology research and development across various sectors. South Korea, Korea's significant investment in nanotechnology, particularly in areas like electronics and material science. Thailand, government programs and funding admin the developing nanotechnology capabilities and application. Malaysian, government initiative and funding directed toward nanotechnology research and development.
Possible application of nanotechnology in the Philippines. 1. ICT and semiconductors. Gamit ang nanotech para gumawa ng mas mabilis at maliit na computer chips gadget. 2. Health and medicine. Nanotech para sa mas effective na gamot, mabilis na diagnostic test at bagong paraan sa paggamot ng sakit. Energy. Mas efficient na batteries, solar panels at fuel gamit ang nanotechnology. 4. Food and agriculture. Protection ng crops laban sa mga peste at pagpapahaba ng life ng pagkain gamit ang nanomaterial. 5. Environment. Paggamit ng nanotech para sa paglinis ng tubig, hangin at reduce ng pollution. Nanotech Roadmap for the Philippines. ICT and semiconductors. Improvement ng electronics gamit ang nanotech. 2. Health and biomedical. Better health solution gaya ng nanomedicine. 3. Energy. Cleaner at sustainable energy source. 4. Environment solution para sa environmental problems like waste at pollution. 5. Agriculture and food. Sa farming at food safety gamit ang nanotechnology. 6. Health and environmental risk. Pagsigurado na safe gamitin ang nanotech para sa tao at kalikasan. 7. Nanotechnology. Pag-develop ng sariling nanotech para sa bansa. 8. Education and public awareness. Pagpapalawak ng kaalaman ng mga Pilipino tungkol sa nanotechnology.
Benefits and concern of using nanotechnology. Number 1. Nanotechnology is not a single technology. It may become pervasive. Para sa akin po, ito po ay lumikha ng mga bagong materyales at produkto. Dahil sa maraming aplikasyon nito, maaaring gamitin ito sa iba't ibang industriya at aspeto ng buhay. Kaya't maaari itong maging laganap o karaniwan sa hinaharap. Number 2. Nanotechnology seeks to develop new materials with specific properties. Para sa akin naman po, halimbawa, maaaring gawing mas matibay ang isang tela, mas magaan ang isang sasakyan, o mas maging epektibo ang isang gamot sa pamamagitan ng pagmamanipula nito. Number 3. Nanotechnology as ay nanotechnology may introduce new efficiencies and paradigm with my mixture some natural resources and current practice uncompetitive or obsolete. Ito naman po ay halimbawa, maaaring mapalitan ang mga tradisyonal na materyales ng mga bagong materyales na mas matibay at mas mura dahil sa nanotechnology. Number 4. It may be complicated to detect its presence unless one has the specialist tools of nanotechnology. Dito naman po sa may number 4 ay kailangan raw po ng mga special na instrumento at kagamitan ng ginawa para sa nanotechnology para makita at masuri ang mga ito. Para itong isang bagay na napakaliit na hindi mo makikita kahit gamit ang magnifying glass. Yun lang po.
Areas affected by nanotechnology. First, environment. Benefits, improved detection and removal contaminants. Pinapahusay nito ang deteksyon at pag-aalis ng mga kontaminante sa kapaligiran. And concerns, high reactivity and toxicity. May mataas na reaktibidad at toxicity ang ilang nanoparticles at maaring kumalat ng malawakan sa kapaligiran. And second, health. Improved medicines. Nagdudulot ito ng pagpapaunlad ng mga gamot. And concerns, ability to cross cell membranes and translocate in the body. May kakayahan ang mga nanoparticles na tumawid sa mga cell membranes and makapasok sa katawan. And last, economy. Better products and new jobs. Nagdudulot ito ng mga bagong produkto at trabaho. And concerns, redistribution of wealth and potential cost of cleanups and healthcare. Maaring magdulot ito ng mga muling paghahati ng kayamanan at maaring magkaroon ng mataas na gasto sa paglilinis at pangangailangang pangkalusugan.